It's the assembly line of fairy tales, an atelier of dreams where more than 80 seamstresses are working against the clock, racing to complete some of the most luxurious gowns ever designed. But we're far from the boulevards of Paris, Hollywood's red carpet, or the luxe boutiques of New York. This is downtown Beirut, home to one of the most successful and radical couture designers in the fashion industry. His name on the red carpet is a familiar refrain, but an A-list clientele isn't the only thing driving Elie Saab's success. Hello and welcome to Access Middle East. I'm Hadley Gamal. This week, we take you from his workshop in Beirut to the catwalks of Paris for an exclusive conversation on fame, fashion, and what it takes to make a successful luxury brand. He's considered a creative genius, a self-made businessman whose visionary designs created a $500 million business that's shaken up the traditions of haute couture and won over Hollywood, fans, and even his harshest critics.
Every year when I think that he's gonna, there's no way he can top it, it's just beautiful.
This is somebody who designs clothes that women actually want to wear.
But his beginnings couldn't be further from the glitz and glamour of Paris or LA. So how did a middle-class boy from just outside Beirut become an iconic and even unifying figure for Lebanon? This is the story of Elie Saab. Elie Saab was born July 4, 1964 in Damour, Lebanon, a seaside suburb of Beirut. As the eldest of 5 children, Saab led a typical childhood. But even from his early years, he was different. At just 9 years of age, he illustrated his passion for design by creating outfits for his younger sisters out of anything and everything he could find around the family home. And although his passion for the industry would go on to perplex both his wood merchant father and his mother, they were encouraged by his enthusiasm. But Saab's idyllic childhood was short-lived.
Unofficial figures put the death toll in 4 days of fighting at more than 100, and many have been wounded.
In 1976, just 1 year after the start of Lebanon's civil war, the community of 25,000 was decimated, with some 600 civilians killed in what became known as the Damour Massacre. With their home destroyed, Saab's family of 10 traveled north, seeking refuge in a tiny Beirut apartment. Motivated by the hard times and still enamored by the fashion industry, the 15-year-old began recruiting friends who could sew and scouring the city for quirky fabrics not readily available in war-torn Beirut. As word spread, the demand for the young designer's embellished work soared, laying the foundations for his reputation in the Middle East and his future vision that would later draw the ire of the fashion elite.
Elie Saab, thank you so much for joining CNBC. Words that people use to describe your collections are glittering and romantic. You make clothes that women love to wear. What would you say when you look at women today? What does a woman today want?
I believe from always women want to be beautiful. And for me, it's my dream, or it's my target for any collection I present. I want to see always women very beautiful in my way, in my vision.